What's up, guys? I'm here from one of my favorite places to fly, which is a good reason. Good reason for that. I try not to fly here too much. I know you guys get bored of this shit, you know, seeing the same fucking places over and over in every video. But it's nice to have a blessing like this. Not my house. My house is definitely not the blessing. But this yard is great, right? Like, that's a lot of space to try your drone and test it out and see what you're capable of doing. Lots of obstacles like trees, cool shit to fly around. But I have to be very mindful. I do fly, or I am near an airport, so I have to be super careful about how high I go because, you know, I'm in their range. As you can hear, there's probably an airplane flying overhead right now. But it's something that I'm always mindful of. But at the same respect, I fly freestyle. Like, I don't do any crazy fucking shit. I'm not going crazy. All I do is fly around my yard, do my little tricks and stuff, and I don't even fly in my neighbors' yards because it's not fair to them, and I don't want to lose my drone in their yard and have to explain that. So, yeah. But now, the FAA is coming in and they're cracking down with this bullshit fucking remote ID law. And they're saying that we have to put a remote ID on every single drone, regardless of size, if you're doing 107 work or sub 2 or anything above 250, which is a lot of drones because 250, let's be real, it's kind of hard. So I can no longer fly on my property that I own because the FAA decides that they own all of this air from this fucking sky all the way down to this blade of fucking grass down here. They think they own that shit. They say, that's our airspace. And let's be real, we know exactly whose airspace that's gonna be. That's gonna be Amazon's airspace. That's gonna be fucking eBay and whoever else wants to pay to be in that airspace. And that's bullshit. This is my fucking yard. This is my goddamn place. And I shouldn't have to register a drone or do anything to fly here. It's a toy, it's a goddamn hobby, and it's my fucking yard. And I should be able to enjoy it in my fucking yard. I'm very fucking serious about this. And we have sat there and we have fought them, we have sued them, we have done all the things that we need to do to tell them, hey, this is an unrealistic rule. It's not even enforceable. We don't have vendors set up for it. Nobody has anything ready for this, but they're still pushing it down our throats. We've lost our lawsuit over technicalities. And they still have refused to come to the table and talk about changing these fucking rules in a manner that would be consistent like any other fucking aviation industry. We're treated like fucking second-class citizens because we're a hobby. Because we don't have fucking thousands and thousands of dollars to spend. Reasons why remote ID is stupid. One of those big reasons is planes can't see us. It doesn't help planes fucking avoid us at all. It doesn't help us avoid planes at all. It doesn't tie into the ADS-B network that they use to avoid and prevent collisions and know where, you know, other aircraft are in their areas. So it's absolutely pointless for aviation's sake. It is 100% about tracking. And there's lots of reasons why that's just absolutely stupid. Like, especially for most of us that are doing the freestyle part of it, you know, we're visual line of sight, hearing, we don't go very far. We're not, you know, going everywhere to kind of, you know, where we can't see our drone. You would see a drone and you'd be like, where is that pilot? You can literally see a drone, look around and be like, oh, there they are. Usually it's in a shady spot, you know, that has a good fucking radio signal location. So it's really just overreaching. They need to make it something like only larger scale drones, something that's like over a kilogram. Maybe make it only commercial bought fucking drones, because those are mostly going to be the hobbyists that don't know what they're doing, that are kind of going out and just flying around and taking pictures of shit they shouldn't. Whereas most of us that are building our fucking drones, we're just trying to have fun. We're staying around where we're safe, where we're not going to harm anything. If people tell us to leave, we leave. We try to find ways to not conflict with society. We're very non-confrontational, very leave you alone, you leave us alone, let's have fun. We want you to be part of our hobby. We want more people to do this stuff. And to make it to do this really kind of makes it harder for people to get into this hobby. And that's the real fucking downside of this. It makes it impossible for, you know, the average kid to just pick up a drone, come out to the park and start flying. Because now he has to go register that drone. He has to get an ID module and tie it in to some kind of database. Because he's a kid, he probably needs parent permission, because how are you going to have a kid sign up and post their information in a public forum? There's all these kind of caveats where it's like, what are they doing? What are they absolutely thinking of doing? Do you want to have some 13-year-old broadcasting his fucking information saying, this is where $700 of gear are just sitting around this little punk? Come and get it? That's just unfair. It's unsafe. You know, it's not a regulation that's going to help the hobby. It's not a regulation that's going to help anyone but the government and law enforcement, and really probably just companies, because now it's going to make it so that they're the ones that can fly their drones and do whatever they want, because it's easy for them to comply with their robots. So it's a bit of a rant. I'm just going to kind of list off stupid fucking reasons why this shit should be changed. Other than it's just a really big invasion of our privacy. It's no one's fucking business what the fuck I'm doing in my own backyard, or what I'm doing with my hobby and my toys and my friends. As long as we're not bothering anybody, leave us alone. Just fucking leave us alone. Yeah, made like a rant about airplanes and safety, but drones don't fly people around. That's what's amazing about drones. That's what makes them magical, is that you can go up without any fucking risk. It's unlike any other part of aviation, because instead of like literally putting your life and someone else's life on the line, you know, like a paramotor, an ultralight, a hang glider, skydiving, any one of these sports still includes some personal risk while you are up in the air enjoying the thrill of flight with the possibility of death at any moment. Drones don't have that. Drones aren't going to kill anybody. There has not been any recorded incident of a drone killing a person, aside from when it fired a missile or some kind of weapon from it and decided that we're going to harm this person because we're a military drone and that's what we do. So to put this out there and to do this to our hobby is just harmful. It's shameful to take this away from people, to take the experience away from people. What about the people that will never be able to fly because of, you know, disabilities? You know, maybe they have bad eyesight or some medical condition that prevents them from, you know, getting into a plane. But they could fly a drone. They could throw on some goggles and they could see and experience flight. That's what makes FPV different. It's not just a drone on some fucking cell phone that you got. It's not, you're not just looking down on some shitty controller. FPV is getting in the goggles. It is experiencing flight firsthand. And in a way, almost even better than flying any kind of aircraft, because you don't have any kind of cage around you. Your vision is not hampered by anything other than really what you decide to put around that camera or how you built that drone. So it's a shame, and the FAA should be ashamed of themselves, because that's something that they should want to share with people. They should want that to bring people into the skies. It should be the next frontier. We should be like fucking Jetsons someday. And we're never gonna get there if we're too afraid to allow people to experience it. How are they ever going to learn how to drive their flying cars around? Which, if you've noticed, all the prototypes that are coming out, what do they look like? They look like drones with people on them. This is a perfect way for them to learn and experience flight. Get used to that before they start fucking putting their lives and everyone else's lives, because let's be real, those will kill people. When they fall out of the sky, they will kill people. My drone is not gonna kill anybody. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It doesn't weigh that much. FAA, listen to us. Let us regulate ourselves. If we build our drones, let us decide if we need remote ID because we're flying really far away, or because our drone is so big that maybe it might harm someone. But if we're flying our little fun drones and we want to just enjoy our yard, let us have our fun. FAA is not going to listen. We need to make noise. We need to shout from the rooftops. We need to support each other. We need to watch these videos. We need to pass these videos around. And the FAA needs to actually do something when they say, please submit your feedback for these rules, and we give them all these really good rules, and we give them, hey, we'll do these things, we'll comply. If you want us to do beyond visual line of sight or something, or certain size drones, we can understand that. But when you take all of our caveats, you take all of our feedback, and you toss it into the fucking trash bin, it really goes to show that you're not going to listen, that you don't care, and that we have no seat at this table. You're just doing it for sake of just looking like you're fucking fulfilling some kind of congressional clause that said you had to ask for fucking feedback. It just screams of bullshit. Absolute bullshit. So we gotta stop this, and we gotta make videos about it, and we gotta be loud, and we gotta do something, even if it's nothing, even if it's just fucking complaining and not complying. We need to be loud about it. We can't just hide and do it. We can't just be like, I'm not gonna put on a remote ID, don't tell anybody. You gotta tell everybody. We gotta be loud, and we gotta find ways to fight this. We're gonna have to find legal funds so that when people get got, people are gonna get got. We have a way to fight it. And then once we fight it, maybe we can get some of these bullshit rules changed. Maybe, but probably. Oh yeah, FPV is not a crime.